just having a bite to eat at gunpoint. These are leftovers. These are leftovers. I should probably eat them with, I should probably eat with a mic on. There's an empty house that might not be empty for long. That's gonna botch my feeling of privacy. But I can move anywhere. I can move somewhere else. But I like my new siding as a backdrop. So I'm good at meditating, and I'm gonna be able to go in on this right here. And I better get started before it gets cold, you know. Out here it'll get pretty cold pretty fast.
Incoming call.
What's up?
How you doing?
Fine, how you doing?
Alright, I meant to tell you, did you look at the front of the house or not yet?
Not yet.
They tried it today.
Who did? Try to con you into staying late and stuff? Coming in early? Sunday working?
I gave them,
They offer you $150 an hour.
No. They're trying to present something to me like it's doing me a favor.
Oh, of course.
You know, and I picked them apart every which kind of way, and I just wish that I had recorded it, but I forgot. But when I got down with them, they were scratching their head. And
I bet.
But I did, because what they were trying to tell me was what was said. I said, so now if you want to sit here and say it's not that way, and that was wrong, I said, you better have your ducks in a row. I said, because, and I said, I'm just telling you this to help you. I'm not trying to, offend you. I'm just telling you to help you, because these guys are not dumb. I said, they might not say nothing to you. I said, but they're not dumb and they're not stupid. I said, so, don't, if I were you, I wouldn't come at them with that, So I said, because, ain't nobody going to believe it. They'll be like, oh, here we go again. You saying this, but obviously you didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, well, you're the first one that we pulled in here, and,
well, that was their first mistake.
You made us think about a lot of things. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I am good for making people think about things that they should have thought about before they opened their mouth.
I was just finna turn a backflip over the, I thought you said, he said you made us stink about.
Oh, no.
I was just finna get in the car and come out there.
So then, I just want to say, I do appreciate you, and I'm starting to see more stuff that's going on, and this,
no,
blah, blah, blah.
No, he's massaging, he's Paula D massaging right now, cause they don't want to lose you, but if they didn't want to lose you, then they need to be respectful.
Right. That's what I was telling him. I said,
basically respectful. Ooh.
And I just told him, I put my dues in, I paid my dues. I got 15 years of dedication, and it's like 15 years of working late. I said, I've worked late almost every single day since I started here. I said, I've never booked less than 40 hours except one time in 15 years. I said, so if that's not good enough for you guys,
right? I don't know what to tell you.
And I said, I'm going to get tarnished because I just can't tell you, oh yeah, I'm going to change my schedule and add 2 hours. I said, so be it. I said, you can think whatever you want about me. I really don't care. I said, because I know what I'm about. I said, and deep down inside, everybody else knows what I'm about. I said, so whatever, man. I said, whatever. Do what you got to do. You got to, put me on a blacklist with you guys, whatever. I don't care,
I'm glad you said that.
So that's when he tried every angle, too. He tried the little aggressive, then he tried the passive, then he tried to agree with me.
Whatever. Management handbook.
Yeah, he tried all of them. And I would have committed, but, I probably would have, but I just wanted, to use that opportunity to say a lot of stuff, and I said a lot of stuff. And so then even afterwards, he said, once I really do appreciate you, I hope that wasn't necessarily for me, but,
I'm just furious. I'm not hearing none of that stuff.
Yeah. He doesn't bother me as much as the owners, with bad comments.
I know.
Yeah, because, trust me, if I won the lottery, I would walk out. Yep. I'd be like, there's your dedication.
You need to give it more than that, because if you had a job you like, you might walk out winning the lottery. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, because I mean, I already knew that, but just when you hear it,
When it's
well,
yeah,
it's
it's just
you know,
reinforced, reiterated,
right.
and then with everything going on, it just falls in line with the, the manual for how privileged people think about us,
The treat black
and just
people. Yeah,
the general disrespect and assumption of ignorance, like
and
they
I
just
took,
assume we're so ignorant.
right, and I told him, I said, I said, there's been a few,
Even if you're the actual president of the actual United States, even though the one we have right now is ignorant, but like even Obama, they just,
right,
and he make you look like a fool every day, and you still like, oh, dumb black guy, this black guy.
right.
Oh my God.
I told him, I said, there's been, I said, a few incidents that happened, and I was talking calm. I said, they really showed me where I stand in this company.
Good. I'm glad you said that.
He's like, well, if you don't mind me asking. I said, no, I
Nope.
don't want to talk about it.
Right. No,
Like,
I
yeah,
do
but maybe
mind.
I can help it. I said, you can't help anything. I said, it's already said and done.
Not only you can't, you won't. When it's all, if you would have known at the time what those instances were, you won't.
Right.
You just want to know
So-
so you can go back and tell the people who are
Right.
executing it, so they can
Right.
find a new angle with which to
Right.
come at you
Right.
on some bull.
It's a part of management skills. I said, I shouldn't be telling you guys, that. I said, but part of management skills is finding out what makes your workers tick.
Right.
What makes them, whatever. I
Exactly.
said, you guys, I said, there's probably only been 2 managers that understood me enough to whatever. I said, but
To have some
I said-
respect, not even understand me enough. You don't even have to maneuver around me just to understand me enough to know that I deserve a little respect.
yeah, well, I always talk highly of him. But I told him, I said, you know what? I would rather somebody tell me they hate my guts every single day and show me they love me.
That's
I
right.
said, than tell me they love me and prove to me that they don't like me.
Yeah.
I said, that's the way I am. So,
Yeah. Oh, I'm so.
So yeah, I'm going to be getting paid for doing what I already do. And I told him, I said, just because somebody works late, you don't take that for granted and say, oh, okay, well, he was going to stay late anyway, so I don't have to pay him. I'm like, what if that doesn't even make sense? I said, that just shows that you take somebody for granted.
I'm so furious.
So yeah, I told him that, I could commit to it, but if I don't want to, for whatever reason, then I don't have to say nothing. I'm just not doing it that day.
So for the guys that they sucker into this, is that gonna be their permanent hours? Like, assuming,
No, just to
even if they didn't outright ask and they had the balls to, they did. But even if they didn't outright ask, to even imply that you need to make a commitment,
right. That's what I was telling him. I'm like, no.
it's infuriating. It's disrespectful.
Right. I said, you know my work ethic. I said, and if you sit here telling me you know I'm going to work late, I said, then why do I have to tell you that?
You know why, and he knows why. We all know why.
Yeah. So, like I said what I need to say, and I already know whatever, and even if they're mad because I'm making more than the white people that's there, then it is what it is. And I guess I'm still, I guess, bothering them if I'm still making too much to them in their mind. You know what I mean? Like,
I already know. You don't have to explain it to me. I know how that works.
no, I mean, I have to look at it both sides to make myself feel better. And either way, I've still got to get paid. So, I guess it ain't no different for Hollywood actors either.
That's right. That's right.
They should be making as much per episode.
That's right. And that's why on the independent level, you see a whole lot of black movies that are just black movies, as opposed to just regular indie movies that may or may not have a black person in them. But they're known to be, mainstream independent films. Ours have to be separated as black independent films because we're the only ones that's going to give us jobs.
Right.
Because our storylines call for or are open for black people. But that's our world, man.
Yeah, I know. That's our world. Oh, you noticed they didn't give us no address numbers either. That was on
Yeah,
the estimate.
yeah, I was going to tell you.
Yeah, I knew. I knew this morning. That's just another thing I put on the list.
And I don't know what that guy. I mean, it seemed like it's a quick job that doesn't take long. So after you left, and I heard a couple of things, and then I didn't hear anything else. I thought he was done.
Okay. You know what color letters you want? Numbers, I mean.
Oh, what options are there?
You can get black, gold, white.
I would do silver, but
Silver.
it would melt into the gray. Maybe black. Maybe still black. Actually, I would like for it to merge into the thing, because anybody that. But yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not picky. I'm just happy with the whole. It is just beautiful to me, so I'm good.
Right,
And
well,
I'm good with and I'm also good with the gray trim, gray trim versus with white shutters and the colors too. All that is nicely framed to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too. Be safe. I'll see you at midnight.
Nope. I'm leaving at 8.
Okay.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
All right. Well, looks like we're going to be eating inside. It's all good. I know a couple of y'all want to see my eyeballs when I eat anyway. So let's go in and get down. When we get ready to work out, you're going to tell me to...
Just real quick, I tell you now,
You
basically.
can turn this off?
No. Oh,
Okay,
you
go ahead.
recording?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Okay, go ahead.
The comment about that I'm going to get paid for something that I was just going to do anyway, you know, like it's free money or something, like I'm just getting free money or I'm getting money that I don't deserve or anything like that, you know. I said, that statement in itself just shows me that I'm being taken for granted. I don't know how else to take that statement, you know. He's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have even said that, you know. I said, I'm not saying it's from you. I said, but that's from higher up, you know. I said, and that's what it's like. I already know where I stand. I said, but I'm just saying, like, that's like slapping me in the face with it, you know. I said, it's one thing for me to, you know that or feel that way or whatever. I said, but, you know, everybody knows I've been taken advantage of for years, you know. And he's like, well, let me ask you this, you know, what are you getting an hour? You know, what are you getting paid? You know, he knows what I get paid.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, and he's like, well, you know, you're getting at the top tier, you know. He's like, well, that's kind of like created that, you know. This. I said, anybody can get that tier. All you gotta do is go G tier. Anybody can get that. So it's not really that he's like, well, yes and no, but it's not really like, you know, anybody's going to actually get it. And so we discussed that. I said, that's fine. I said, but I've been working on all this for years, you know, before any kind of compensation, any kind of anything. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I said, so all that stuff to me is just taking me for granted. I said, because if you could sit there and say,
And not to interrupt, if you hadn't asked for a raise,
right. I said, and you know, I said, even you made the comment, you know, if this guy, you know, if he was going to stay an extra half hour anyway, then, you know, I said, so that whole notion, I said, it's almost as if, you know, people feel like I'm making too much money or something. I said, but I'm working. Like I said, I'm here working. I said, and when I make money, everybody makes money. I thought that's the understanding. As much, you know, hours as I book, everybody, the whole company, everybody's making more money. So I said, that's what I don't get. I said, I honestly feel that if it was somebody else, it'd be a whole different story. Mm-hmm. You know, I said, that's the way I feel. You know, somebody else, oh, you've been here 10 years, you're $500. Oh. I said, I've been here 15 years. And he's like, you didn't get anything that was. I said, no, man. I said, no. You know, I said, not that I even expected. I said, but I said, it's those little things that show, you know, where you stand in a company and if you really appreciate it like they claim you are. You know, I said, because if this person gets it, or whatever. But, you know, I'm supposed to be so whatever, and I've been here 15 years and nobody said boo to me. You know, I said, so, you know, I put all this stuff together. I said, and it's like, yeah, they appreciate my work ethic and that. I said, but me as an individual, as a person, I said, I don't know about that. You know, I said, I'm just telling you, you know. I said, and I just honestly feel that if I was a different type of person or a different person, and he knew what I was getting at, I said, then maybe it'd be different. You know, I said, but, you know, I'm just telling you what bothers me and why I feel the way I do. I said, and if I don't want anybody thinking that I'm trying to milk some overtime or some whatever, I said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my overtime to a bare minimum. I said, so, he said, well, no. I said, no. I said, I'm going to take a lunch. I said, and I'm going to leave it at that. I said, because obviously they don't want to pay me for something that they're willing to pay other people for. You know, I've been doing this for however long, but now in their mind it's free money, and I'm getting paid something that I shouldn't be getting paid in their mind. I said, so if that's the thinking, then...
Because if you mean that shit, then you can give me back pay. You have the power to do that.
Or how about this? Just say, maybe this may make up for all the times you stayed late. You know, maybe it might... You know, anything, something. So I just told him, that's the way I feel. He said, well, I personally know he speaks very highly of you, and, you know, maybe he...
I bet you make the money.
Right. And I wanted to say, yeah, just like the star player on their team. He's still their star player, or their star racehorse. He's still their pet. He's still their whatever.
Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I wanted to, but
I know. Yeah, that's so, too clear.
Yeah. So I said, no, don't get me wrong. I said, I know appreciates me, and they appreciate me in a certain way. I said, but then there's another way that everybody takes advantage of me. I said, and the thing about it is, I said, you're pretty good about, you know, saying, hey, you know, I appreciate you, good job, which really is. I said, but, you know, for somebody that's been in a company 15 years and, you know, after a while you just start, you know, you realize where you stand. I said, so I'm just telling you, that's why my attitude is the way that it is. I said, and honestly, I could care less about the overtime. I said, but don't sit there and slap me in the face and say some stuff like, you know, well, he's going to be there anyway. But I said, now it's supposedly committed to 6. He's not. Well, yeah, you know, he should be here. I said, no, I get it. He's like, well, you know, I guess I screwed up the way I presented it to you. He said, but, and this is what made me kind of calm down. I wasn't upset, but, you know, like, he said, you know how you were talking to me, but you really was talking to... He's like, well, I was talking to you, but I was really talking to you. He said, because I was trying to get him to understand how he needs to talk to people and this and what he needed to say.
Okay.
You know, and he's like, and I said, okay, that makes sense. I said, because with me, stuff's got to fit. I said, and I'm just sitting here thinking, why is it just me that, you know, he's like, no. He's like, you know, whatever. He could have been bullshitting, but it made sense to me. You know, so then he said,
I opened yours. I opened the other one.
Oh. And then he said, because then he wants to, you know, become manager. So he said, so I told him, I said, he's like, do you think you can manage, could you think you could be in the shop, a shop manager and manage? He said he kind of just thought about it. He's like, because...
He telling you that he has...
Yeah.
Okay,
He said, well, I don't know if you're ready yet because... And he's like, let me just ask you this. So he asked him that question. And he's like, no offense to you, whatever, you know. He's like, but... He's like,
that's a good question if you intend to have a good manager.
He said, because when you can confidently... Is that the word? Tell me without a doubt, yes, I can. He's like, then we'll talk. He said, because how are you going to react to somebody like, are you going to get mad?
Because you can't deal with him the same way.